All right, good morning, everybody. Eggs, Bacon, and Joey, thank you so very much for joining us this morning. As you can see on the screen right now, we have the poster for Lucha Xtreme, professional wrestling happening Sunday, January the 28th. This is happening at 2 p.m. at the Hanford Civic Auditorium, 400 North Doughty Street in Hanford. And this is a live TV taping, folks, for a television program that you won't want to miss, Lucha Xtreme. Tickets are starting at $15. And here to give us more information about the Lucha Xtreme Pro Wrestling event, I want to welcome in the Lucha Xtreme announcer, Lena Gonzalez.
Good morning, guys.
Oh, I should probably turn your mic on.
You know, you have a bad habit of doing that with me. So anyways, good morning, guys.
I'm sorry. I just, you know what it is? I want to make sure that you're still humble. That you haven't gotten too famous on us. Because what happens is, if you get too famous on us, then you're going to be taking over the show. You know what I mean? So I want to make sure, hey, I'm in control of the mic. I can turn it on and off.
I see it. I got it.
So, Lena, what's up?
What's up?
How are you?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm good. Now, you were with us, how long ago was it that you were with us on the show?
It had to be like a month ago.
Was it a month?
Had a show in December.
Okay, yeah, so it was a month, and you and I were talking about a lot of things, especially on how you got involved with Lucha Xtreme. What are some of the other things that you do? Like, I know you said that you were in school right now, currently,
yes.
too, right? So was that difficult going through the whole finals process and all that?
You know, not really, only because I seen it coming. So I did a lot of like working ahead of my time and stuff like that. So I was able to make it happen, but it was tiring. I'm still tired from that.
So you're still tired from finals.
Yes.
So let me see. I'm trying to keep up with your schedule because I'm like, man, how does she do it all?
I don't even know.
So let's see here. You got Lucha Xtreme. You're the official ring announcer for them, right? And then you got school.
Yes.
What are you studying for? What's your major?
I'm a journalist major. Communications and journalist.
Okay. All right, that's what I studied for as well.
Nice.
And do you have like another job too, or?
I bartend on the weekends.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So you got 3 different things that you're doing throughout the week.
Yes.
I mean, what keeps you energized?
I don't know. Natural fruits, veggies. I do brand ambassador. I'm a brand ambassador for juicing for the Juicers company. I don't know if you heard about it in Visalia.
I have.
Yeah.
I have. So wait a minute. So this company, and they're not a sponsor of mine or anything, but I'm going to bring it up because they're a good company.
Yes.
They have a company in Visalia, and what they do is they provide you juice cleansing, right? So like you can go in there and be like, hey, I'm looking for grape juice mixed with avocado. I'm just making things up, and I want to use this and drink it all week, right? So they create these drinks for you.
Yeah, you can
based on your diet.
You can create drinks, yes, and they also have stuff like for energy that has green tea in it. They have detox cleanses and just sweet drinks, really good ones. Like the soccer mom has a whole bunch of fruits in it. They have like roots, something that's just all. It kind of tastes tastes kind of nasty, but that's nutrition.
Yeah, I mean,
So,
nothing's. I mean, I always say this: when you're going to eat healthy, it's not going to be good.
Yes,
You know what I mean?
yes, and it's boring.
It's boring. Yes,
But
absolutely.
you gotta do what you gotta do.
So you're doing that. You're brand ambassador there. You're ring announcer. You're going to school. You're bartending. Man, I mean, which job is the most exciting to you?
Being a single mom.
Okay.
I love my daughter, and she's.
Wait a minute, that's
yes.
another job right there. My
Yeah,
goodness.
I have an 8-year-old. She'll be 9 this year.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, but she's like my #1 fan, so she's the one that keeps me going.
So does she actually get to come with you to the shows and stuff like that?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Cool.
I take her to all the shows. She takes pictures with her favorite wrestlers. Sergeant Major's her favorite.
So imagine that. I mean, imagine an 8-year-old girl, she gets to see you in the spotlight in the middle of that ring. I mean, what you're doing for your daughter is amazing because she's looking at you going, well, if mom, can do whatever she wants in life, I'm going to do that too.
And that's the goal. That's the whole reason why I do what I do.
That is so awesome.
Yeah, and I dress her up all nice and like fancy so she can be the star at the show too.
Aww,
for her
that
friends.
is so cute. That's so cute.
Sometimes I can see her in the shows when I watch the show. I'm like, oh, look at my baby. They're all wrestling, and I'm like, look at my daughter.
That is so cute. Now, I met you last time that we spoke. You mentioned that you've been involved sometimes when the wrestling is happening. A guy pulled your hair, or like some people were like, involved. Like, you sometimes get into the action.
Yeah.
Let me ask you a question. Have you ever had a wrestler hit on you?
That's part of the storyline as well. We have
okay.
You see on the poster, you see the guy with the.
Hold on. Let me pull. Hold on one second. Don't say
Okay.
anything because sometimes our voice goes away here. Right, now we're back on. Okay. So tell me about this guy that's on the poster.
The one with all the tattoos and the white on his hand, that's Kevin Duckett's.
Okay.
And he has like this big crush on me. And at the last show, when I took off his jacket, because he asked me to take his jacket off in the ring.
Okay.
His shirt in the back said, "Lena, can I have your number?"
Oh my gosh.
I loved it. I posted a picture on Facebook. It's on social media. But when I did interviews with him, I had asked him, like, how do you plan on making Lucha Xtreme great again, basically? And he was like, well, first I'm going to get your number and we're going to become an item. And he's just like really into it. So yeah.
So this wrestler, what was his name again?
Kevin Duckett's.
Kevin Duckett's, professional wrestler. He fights for Lucha Xtreme. He is infatuated with you.
Yes.
He like wants to date you. Are you going to give him a shot, or what's going on?
No, he doesn't even have a belt.
Wow.
How do you expect to take this trophy home, Kevin?
So, okay, all right, hold on. So you only date a champion?
Most likely, yes.
Okay, so you want the
Can't blame me.
champion? No, I mean, hey, if you want to date a wrestler, you want to be at the top, right?
Yeah, right. I mean, I'm a ring announcer. I got morals and standards.
So hold on. So can Kevin Duckett's do anything that's gonna steal your heart? Can he do anything that's gonna change your mind?
Yeah, he can make it to the top.
Okay, so in order to date you, he's gonna have to climb the ranks of Lucha Xtreme. And who's at the top right now?
I think it's Sarge.
Sergeant Major's at the top.
Sergeant Major's all the way up there.
So Kevin Duckett's, if you're listening right now, my man, you're gonna have to beat Sergeant Major in order to get this girl right here. And you're not saying serious relationship though.
No,
you're saying, hey, maybe a date. A date.
Yeah, definitely feed me.
Now, when you go on a date, is that for you like what do you expect from a guy when you go on a date? Do you want to go to a movie? Do you want to go to a bar? No, not a bar, because that's where you're at all the time.
Yeah, they're on the
Or
weekends.
you want to go have a nice dinner? What's
dinner,
more important to you?
movie, just good conversation.
Okay.
Some chill time.
Okay.
Get to know each other.
All right. So there you go. Kevin Duckett's. We're trying to give you some advice here on what to do. Now, so let's just say this. Let's say Kevin Duckett's isn't in his professional wrestling like costume or whatever. Let's say he just sees you on the streets. Is there a chance if he walks up to you at a bar or offers you a drink or maybe even wants to take you on a date, a dinner outside of wrestling?
He would have to be able to deal with my busy schedule, and we can plan a date a month out.
Okay. All right. I see what you're saying. So if he can deal with your busy schedule, and this goes for all possible bachelors, right?
Sure. Why not?
Okay. So all possible bachelors out there, if you want to date Lena, you got to deal with her schedule. I mean, she's not going to be at your beck and call, but bottom line, right?
Yeah. I have to do what I got to do, but if they're willing to wait, then definitely willing to go on that date.
Okay. And are we talking about schedule, like, because you bartend, so are we talking like you have to go on a date after 2 a.m.?
No, not really, but it's just like if I set a date, we're going to set a date and
you'll make sure that you cancel
I'll make time
work.
for it.
And okay, I got you.
I'll make time for
All
that.
right, so Kevin Duckett's, he's this professional wrestler who's like in love with you. Now, are we starting to see this thing progress now on social media? Like, for example, I know you mentioned that he had something on his back that said, "Lena, I want your number."
Yeah.
Is there going to be more things that we're going to see here in the next couple of weeks?
It's going to start breaking out.
Ah,
yeah.
Okay.
I'm definitely working on that.
All right.
Yeah,
Well,
it's a good storyline.
I like what's going on here because not only are you a ring announcer, but you're actually getting involved with the program. Now, is this something that you hoped would have happened when you first got involved, or you just kind of came in saying, I want to be a ring announcer only?
Well, when they offered me to be the ring announcer, I was just like, yeah, sure, let's give this a shot. Let's see what's going on. But he didn't say this is a for sure thing. I'm going to, he told me straight up, like, I'm looking for local talent and that's it. So I thought that was going to be my one and only time. So like after the show, I was kind of depressed because I was like, what do I live for now? Besides my kid. But like after that, I got a phone call and he was like, hey, just start bringing your notepads and your pens and to every show. You're my ring announcer. So I was like, cool. But I didn't know I was actually going to be like that involved into the show. And like even now I go to the office a couple times a week and I help promote and I help do some of the posters. I've been helping out with the posters.
That is so cool.
Yeah, making a lot of the television stuff.
I like that you're motivated in that way, in which you came in to be a ring announcer, but now you're actually getting involved in other things that are giving you more opportunities.
Yeah, and opportunities, they present themselves. So when you get it, you got to take it.
I like it. I like it. So Lena Gonzalez, go ahead and tell us a little bit more about this big event happening January the 28th?
Well, for the first time on Lucha Xtreme, we will be having champion versus champion. So there's going to be 2 titles on the line. So nobody wants to miss that. It's at the Civic Auditorium, I'm sorry. And it's on television every Saturday morning. And I also have been involved into being the host on the television. So when you watch it on Saturday mornings, you'll see me on there too.
Are you starting to have people come up to you and be like, hey, you're Lena Gonzalez from Lucha Xtreme?
Not yet. But I do have people be like, you're Lena Gonzalez? And I'm like, yeah. And they're like, we're friends on Facebook. I'm like, oh, hi. It's nice to meet you finally. But a lot of people at the bar, they'll come and they'll be like, you look so familiar. And then some people have seen me, but other than that, they'll just come visit me at the bar, get to know me.
Where do you have the most interaction? Is it on social media?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I have pretty good interaction there.
Now, is it true that women are turned off by, like, when men are trying to hit on them via direct messages, like the private messages? You don't like that?
I turn off my notifications. I don't even get them anymore.
Okay, so you're the type of girl that likes, hey, if you want to come talk to me, you come talk to me in person.
Yeah, absolutely, of course.
And what's the best approach for you? Like, are you very intimidating? Like, for example, let's say a guy goes and sees you at a bar and you're bartending there and he actually starts to hit on you there. Is that not the right place because you're working?
Well, you know, it's hard because you do get hit on a lot at the bar. And you kind of get used to it. So when people hit on me, I'm like, oh, my God, stop. But when somebody comes at you and they're like, different approach, and they're just like, they don't even hit on you, and you're like, what's going on with you? Why haven't you hit on me yet? No, I'm just joking. I'm joking. But when somebody does...
like, what?
I'm just joking. But when somebody does come at you a little bit different, and you're just like, you kind of see them in a different light. So it's like, first of all, you know, you're not worried about just having a date right away kind of thing. So it kind of impresses me a little bit.
Okay.
But it's a little hard because, like, my schedule's so hectic, and I have so much going on that I don't really, like, look at anybody in that way right
So
now.
it's almost like you're so busy that you don't even want to even put this on your plate right now to be dating somebody.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, because I kind of expect a lot when I'm dating somebody too. So
well,
it's
and
kind
then
of a waste of time.
but on top of that, it's a lot of work.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, especially a new relationship. I mean, one thing is if, like, you've already been in a relationship, you kind of know each other, but it's a lot of work to just, like, start a new relationship and actually start to get to know each other and go on dates and do the whole thing.
Yeah.
And on top of that, it's a lot of money.
Yeah, for him. Not for me. What the
So
heck?
you're not so you're not the type of girl to pay half for a meal, then?
I will actually, if once I like him, I will actually take him on a date.
Ah,
With progression,
okay.
you know, it gets better. Time. Patience.
Guys, we got a catch right here. Not only is she going to buy you dinner,
I'll even buy you a drink.
she'll buy
I'll
you a
make it for
drink
you.
too. My goodness. I mean, I'm over here thinking, man, in this day and age, you know, women want to be, you know, they want to have their meal purchased and, you know, you got to wine and dine. But you know what? Now I'm reading here just recently, and I'm going to have you join in on one of our trending topics here this morning. Some of Hollywood's biggest stars appear to be lining up to support an Oprah Winfrey presidential bid after the mogul's rousing Golden Globes acceptance speech last night, which was wonderful. Honestly, President Winfrey, it just rolls off the tongue, said Zoe Kravitz of Big Little Lies, and she said this backstage at the award show. Also, people says, like Reese Witherspoon says, it sounds good. It sounds right. President Winfrey, it sounds like it needs to happen. This is trending right now, Lena.
Yeah.
We were just kind of, you know, it's a perfect segue into women empowerment, which we were just kind of talking about. How you said, hey, no, I'll buy the meal. You know, I don't need somebody to buy me any meals, you know, or wine and dine me. I can buy with my own money.
Got this.
So what does this say for women empowerment? Do you think that a President Oprah Winfrey would be great for our country?
You know, can I be honest with you? I think she would be. And it's not because she's a woman. To me, it doesn't matter if you're a woman or you're a man. If you can lead, you can lead. That's all that matters. But I have a lot of respect for Oprah because she kind of grew up just like I did. And I did a speech, not on her, but I involved her into one of my speeches for one of my communication classes. And I learned that she grew up in poverty, and she grew up in a home, you know, abusive home. And she went to school, she secured a full scholarship, and she got her communications degree. And sounds like something I can relate to. So it's like she definitely has a good head on her shoulders.
I think so too. And anything that Oprah touches becomes a success.
Yeah.
I mean, she has her own network. She's, a part owner of the Weight Watchers thing. And, I mean, taking over our country, she could be successul with that, too.
Yeah, she is a woman.
You never know.
Yeah, that's one thing about us women. We can take care of a lot of people. I take care of a lot of wrestlers, so... So, I think I can put my trust in her.
I love it.
Yeah,
All
after
right.
Donald Trump, I think I can put my trust in her.
Okay, wait a minute. Well, and President Trump, he had a little stint in wrestling.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, he was.
I knocked out a few times too.
He was on. I think he was on WrestleMania at one time, and he got he shaved Vince McMahon's head.
Really?
Yeah, at WrestleMania, and then he got the Stone Cold Stunner done to him. So I mean, he was involved in wrestling. So
What a privilege.
you have something in common with the president.
I don't want nothing in common with him. Just joking.
Lena Gonzalez, everybody, joining us here on the air. Fun times having you here, Lena. Once again, tell us about the big event, January 28th.
So January 28th, we're going to be at the Hanford Civic Auditorium. Tickets will be starting at $15 if you would like to purchase them online. But if you want to buy tickets off me or any of our ticket locations, I actually will be working on some sweet deals with Lance in a little bit. So you probably won't have to pay $15 a ticket.
Nice.
I'm trying to get kids in for free too.
That would be awesome.
Yes, I'm trying to get alcohol.
Okay.
And I'm trying to get food.
Oh.
So the Hanford Civic Auditorium is such a beautiful place to do the wrestling. So it should be amazing. I mean, I'm really working on making it a great show. We have the first time in Lucha Xtreme history where we're going to have our champion versus champion. And anybody who shows up has a possibility to be on television.
And one of the things that you mentioned was that it's difficult trying to get people to actually enjoy, or not enjoy, but believe in professional wrestling. You know, it's actually such a great product,
It is.
great entertainment, and great family fun, too.
Yeah.
I mean, what better way to enjoy time with your family than on a Sunday
Yes, and
at
it's an
2
early
p.m., early show. Bring your family out. You got these great characters that have worked really hard to
Yes.
kind of, present them on stage and in the ring, and hopefully people will start to come around and start to see that this is a lot of fun, and it's happening right here in our
but the
hometown.
ring announcers from here, the owner of Lucha Xtreme's from Hanford. It's kind of born from Hanford. This is Hanford, but
Well,
they have
and
yet
I
to
think,
realize that.
and honestly, I think it needs a little more of that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think it needs a little bit more of that local touch so people can get behind it. Because sometimes, I mean, when I see Lucha Xtreme, I always believe it as a big company, and it is. I mean, it's a nice, strong company with television programming and all that good stuff. But I think that locally, maybe a way to attract more local audience is to kind of bring up what you just said.
Yeah.
Locally owned, the owner's from Hanford, you're from Hanford, and just start letting people know, look, this is a great entertainment event, and we want our local audience to come out and enjoy something that's theirs.
Yes, and
you know what I
support the
mean?
wrestlers who come all the way down here from LA, Las Vegas, I mean, the three down there on the poster, I'm sorry,
Yeah.
they're all from Las Vegas, and they come down here and they're always excited to see what the house is going to look like,
Okay.
to perform in front of Hanford, and because they know that I'm from Hanford, they support it more.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
I get a lot of support from my wrestlers.
So I think there you go. I mean, that's the key right there. Letting
Yeah.
people know this is a locally owned company trying to make some big moves, and they need the support
Yes.
from the local audience out
Yes,
here.
very
And you guys are going to give back as well.
Yes.
I've seen you guys have done canned food drives and stuff like that already. So, and if you can let some kids in for free,
Yep. Yep.
even better.
Yeah, and then this is going to be my first year debut.
What do you mean?
Yeah, last year was my first time at the same stage at the Hanford Civic Auditorium ever standing in front of Hanford.
Oh, okay. So this is like your
So it's
1
big
year
as me.
anniversary.
Yeah.
Ah, okay. It's your anniversary.
Hey.
All right, Lena Gonzalez, Lucha Xtreme, Sunday, January the 28th, and hopefully we can get you back in here,
Of course.
talk more Lucha Xtreme, and
do it
hey,
before.
we even dabbled in some trending topics this morning, which was a lot of fun.
Yes,
got
that's
to
always
see a little
fun.
bit more of your personality. We gave guys out there dating advice on how to
Yeah,
approach
thanks
you.
a lot, Joey. Now they're going to really be bugging.
And Kevin Ducats, hey man, you better win that belt somehow, some way. Climb the ladder, scratch, claw, get your way to the top. Because if you can become champion,
You can take home the trophy.
the trophy right here, the trophy. All right, Lena Gonzalez, thank you so very much for
course.
joining
Thank
us
you,
this
guys.
morning. January 28th, Lucha Xtreme Professional Wrestling. Do not miss it. We'll be back with more Eggs, Bacon, and Joey. Stay with us.